hello, all of you fine folks. How are you all doing today? I hope you're doing well. Hi, ROSALYN. How are you?
Hey, Jay. I'm okay. I'm here.
Well, we haven't done a Laura Owens deal in a bit. I did one maybe a few weeks ago, and then I thought, man, I didn't get a cease and desist letter yet, and I thought maybe I could earn one.
You could probably earn one.
Yeah, but that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to earn a cease and desist, or assist or desist. I don't know, but I was trying to get one of those things going. But we do have.
Let me help you. I'll help you.
Okay.
You can count on me, Jay. Hello?
Yeah, I thought you were gonna help.
Well, yeah, I'll help you.
Oh, okay. Gets the cease and desist. Okay.
Yes.
But
don't mess with me. I haven't had any sleep.
I know you were up late. You messaged me this morning at like 3:30 in the morning. I was like, ROSALYN, why aren't you in bed?
I just couldn't sleep.
And then the Duke was kicking me in the back, and Trixie was causing me problems. And I was like, Trixie, stop it. Go over there. Me and Honey are sleeping, and it was a disaster. You know what I did find funny before we get into the Laura Owens bit was the vomit bit the other day when he said Jeremy Hales was mocking Jeremy Hales.
Yeah, that was pretty special.
I was hunting around for like a misspelling, and then that came across my plate instead, and I was like, oh, look what dummy did.
Yeah, I think I'm starting to like him.
I know. He's so terrible.
He's so awful. I like it.
I was like, can we get his channel back up? Because I miss my unwatchables. But that's okay. And I heard Mary Lincoln sent him an email today. Mary Lincoln was like, hey, I was looking for your terrible show, or I don't know what it said, but I was looking for your show and I couldn't find it. Could you
chat? Jay doesn't give me permission to chat in StreamYard. It's weird.
You can't chat. Oh, I don't know why.
Yeah, you must have been messing with me or something. Can't.
I haven't touched. Do you know why I haven't touched anything since the day I started my channel? Hi, Bruce is here. Bruce is here from Oregon.
All the way from Oregon?
Yeah, from Oregon. And does he still live in Oregon? I thought he moved.
He is the mystery location now, I think.
Oh, yeah. Well, he probably has to because, the whole Laura Owens deal. Yesterday, the Department of Justice knocked on my door.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, but it wasn't during business hours, so they left. And they said they'll come back.
Perfect.
They said they'll come back once I've tossed my own place.
Yeah, you did know that Bruce was, living out of the magical mystery machine or whatever it's called from Scooby-Doo. He was doing that. He was turning into a sleuth.
I hope things turn better for you, Bruce. I do know of a property that might be available in Otter Creek for you. Or you could possibly live in a shed. That's an option.
Yeah, I think she just posted this morning or last night, or I don't remember when, but she's just saying, if you could just loan her for $1,450, she'll gladly pay you Tuesday.
Oh.
So there's that. Maybe you could negotiate something.
I would be more than happy to help LMNOP out of whatever mess she's in, of course. But I would prefer only me did it because, quite frankly, the more money that goes into the Fleabag's hands, the happier I am at all points in time. I'm always going, hey, can't only me just give them some more money? I mean, that sounds pretty good.
Oh, my goodness.
And that's not a knock on only me. It's a knock on, I really want to see the most amount of money go through these people's hands as possible because it's so terrible, everything they do, that, But no, today we're going to talk about Laura Owens, who's a wonderful individual. Well,
She's special.
Well, yeah, she's special. She's got something going on.
Yeah, she's special.
That I know about. Now, I understand that it's possible that she might have been in a horse racing competition when she was supposed to be in court. Is that the case?
Something like that. She was stealing candy from 11-year-olds, is what I heard. I mean, awards.
Yeah. It seemed like a really bad idea, but it also made sense because she was supposed to be in court. Now she's getting close to passing away, is my understanding, because she has life-threatening illness, right?
She is almost undead.
Yeah. This isn't good. This isn't good. Now, has Omar filed anything, do you know of?
I did not look. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't looked.
But we'll be there in January. You and I, as best friends, will be there in January.
Yes.
To cover the case. Well, I won't be covering it. I'll just be there. But I'm sure I'll be on a stream somewhere or another. It's not like I'm not packing laptops, ROSALYN, for this. I'm going as a spectator, and then I'm sure I'll end up on a stream somewhere or another. I'm not actually, showing up to stream. I'm sure I'll be on somebody's stream, but yeah, I'm not like showing up with equipment and stuff. I'm just showing up to show up.
I think it might be a great idea for everybody that goes that's a streamer to get with that recording studio that she tried to screw out of all that money. I think it would be great if we all went there and co-streamed.
Now that would be a good idea.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, quite frankly. Yeah, she's done. Now, David Jingers really helped her out, though, right?
Oh, yeah, he's the best help. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Things haven't gone so well for him. That is my understanding.
Oh, see, I think they're going swimmingly.
Yeah, well, he had to sell his boat. That sucks.
Oh, that's too bad. Maybe he could have given it to LMNOP, and they could at least live on a boat.
Yeah, that's a good idea. He should have sold it to him and then financed it while they paid it off.
Exactly. I mean, we could totally cross streams and have Jingris involved in what the hails. That'd be crazy.
Good morning, Serena and Faves. I appreciate you being here. Thank you. It's always nice to have some moderators here. I saw Rugu Mama was here earlier.
Hello, everybody. I'm not ignoring you. Ray Hip doesn't let me type.
Yeah, I don't know why. I'll have to work on that. I'll have to go and check my settings and figure that out because I don't know why. But yes, and Zach is here as well. Zach is here, and Bruce from Oregon is here. Thank you for being here. It's a wonderful time. But yeah, I haven't covered Laura Owens a ton on stream. However, I was integral in the case, if you remember, Ross.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah, David Dingus, he did an entire stream about me. And I think he even wore like maybe a railroader's outfit.
A conductor's hat.
Yeah, during the stream. And he was talking about how much he respected me before he blocked me again for the second time after bringing me back. So it was a short-lived reunion from I respect this guy so much to blocked again. Hey,
blocked again.
Mel Klump says ROSALYN's awesome and Jay is Jay.
He's Jay. He's just Jay. Thanks, Mel.
Thank you, Mel. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. Oh, hey, by the way, before we get into this, did you watch Mod Squad last night?
No, Jay.
They did some spooky readings.
Was it their descriptions?
Miyagi sent me a request and said, Jay, will you please do a recap of their spooky readings? I'm like, oh, God, now I have to go watch the damn thing.
Oh, brother.
Yeah, Philip, I got blocked twice by Dingy. I think I'm the only one who's been blocked twice. I hold that record, maybe.
It's incredible.
It was so funny though the day he brought me back, because I remember ROSALYN has a short about it. Maybe I'll pull that up here in a little bit and find that short because it was delightful. The day he brought me back, and then it was short-lived. But let's take a look at this horse riding event that we had going on here. It's pretty good.
170, Laura Owens of Scottsdale, Arizona, 570. First round.
That looked really exceedingly difficult, Jay.
This tough one here.
Oh God, so dangerous.
That was a big jump. Now, I've seen this woman fall off a horse before, and she did it gracefully.
Straight on her face. It was glorious.
As only she deserved. Now, this is coming up to the big jump here. Big jump.
Can you slow it down?
Oh, you want me to slow it down?
Let's go back and watch it in slow-mo because it was terrifying.
Hang on. Well, settings. Okay. Playback speed. Let's go to 0.5, you think?
Yeah, that should be good.
All right. No,
Just inch it back to that last one. Yeah, there we go.
Whoa!
Oh, whoa.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh.
Now, that was a double. Did you see that? That was a double, Ross. Have you ever done a double?
Was it, or was it just a weird angle?
No, that was a double jump. You know, it was a jump and then a break and then a jump. I mean, have you ever done a double jump before on a horse?
No.
Have you ever been on a horse?
Yes.
How many times?
A handful. Mostly when I was younger, but I just went horseback riding this summer.
I've never been on a horse before, but you know, I have seen horses before, but yeah, I've never been on one before.
They're glorious.
I do like horses. Now we got another.
You have to say it real slow so it goes with the video. Oh my God. How did she manage that?
Massive jump while dying. She did a massive dying jump.
She nearly died on that one. Oh no.
Oh boy, that was another big one. Now bear in mind that she also wins first prize.
First place goes to Laura Owens.
Now, my feeling says this is not going to play well in court. Thoughts?
You know, I hope it plays really well. I mean, I hope the judge appreciates that she, put her life at risk to make sure she could take those ribbons from 11-year-olds.
Well, she's pretty tiny, so she's kind of like an 11-year-old if you think about it. And if you look at total brain capacity,
she's emotionally 11.
Emotionally, I don't know about 11, 9 maybe. But no, she did a good job. Good job, Laura. Congratulations. I appreciate that.
Congratulations, and ding dong.
I'm glad that you did a good job, and this is probably just going to add to another perjury charges, my guess, and maybe even from her doctor.
We'll see. I wonder if her doctor's seen it.
Because that's the one thing I was wondering is, will her doctor actually face some problems for signing whatever they did for the life-threatening PTSD that she has? I mean, this was
Well, she could have done what Laura does and doctored some other stuff and sent it to this doctor, because this doctor's not really a doctor. She's just a nurse with a doctorate in nursing.
That's true. That's true. But yeah, I mean, this was good video. Good job, Laura. I'm really appreciative of everything you've done with the horsing community. Very, very good. Very good job.
Very good. Very good stuff. Good
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. 122 people here, 122 likes. I would.
Good morning, everybody. What are you doing here so early?
Hey, Venom's here. Hey, Venom. If you want to join
Venom.
at People Watch tonight, just let Ketchup know. I'll have her send you a link. If you want to join us for People Watch tonight, we will be doing People Watch, of course. And then, yeah, it'll be right towards the end of the Tug show. Usually we start at 9 on Thursdays, and then Tug usually is going through his super chats around that time. And then about 9:45, Tug's done. And then, of course, he sends everyone over to the Just Try Up show. Sometimes he does.
Good morning, Dan Davis. Good to see you. Oh my goodness.
That was pretty good, and I really did enjoy that. And it was nice to see her win the awards that she won and get all the prizes. Now, do you know was there prize money involved in this?
From what I heard, it was like $150. 130. I've heard 130 and 150.
But didn't she spend like $4,000 to do the thing?
Well, it doesn't seem like it's a good investment, does it?
No, you know what? That might be why they're going bankrupt. You know what they should do? Talk to Lips, because she knows something about. Actually, they should hire Saran Wrap.
They should hire Saran Wrap.
Yep. He does a lot of bankruptcies. He's done
I don't know if he's been banned from working in Arizona yet. I don't know.
He's been banned from filing e-files. I know that much.
I like him.
Oh, look.
Look what?
Venom says, sure, Jay, be happy to. Venom's going to be at People Watch night. Venom going to be
Nice.
Venom, and then Rosalind Duke probably be over on Shizzy Show, where she's dogging Just J Hip. And look, Magi Kangle's here.
Well, hello. Kangle.
Yeah, Magi Kangle.
That doesn't sound very nice.
What do you mean?
I think it's Magic Angel.
Oh, Magic. Oh, yeah, I got that one wrong before. My bad. Sorry.
Shocking.
That's an inside joke. We've been doing that for a while over here with Magi Kangle. Magic Angel, thank you very much.
Yes, Bruce. You got to spend big money to make tiny money.
Yeah, that's kind of how it works. That's kind of how it works now. Zach says, I hate Roz. She dumped me to stream with Jay.
Now, that's not true. I got busy and I said, let's reschedule. And you said, yeah. And I gave you a date and you said that didn't work for you. And then we just never circled back, but we should.
Well, plus, didn't he take all of your bikini bottoms?
Just the bottoms. Yeah. And my wigs and my heels, which is fine because I really don't wear them anymore. It's fine.
I do have some of the heels. I'll be honest with you.
Are you chewing on them?
No, Miyagi.
Are you wearing them?
Yes, I wear the heels sometimes, but no, he kept all the bikini bottoms, and then of course, the wigs. But terrible. Thank you so much, Zach.
Yes, the thigh-high boots. Yeah, I miss those.
Anything to make the haters hate. I thought you were supposed to do a picture with you in boots as a child or something, or a recreation. What happened?
I haven't lost that bet yet, so we'll see.
Oh, I thought that was
I think it would be really funny to redo that picture because it was really a funny picture.
Now, which one do you want to do first? I was just diagnosed with autism, or do you want to do the night things changed?
I would like to do the autism one because I think we're speculating that this is what she's using as her ADA necessity.
That could be Calvin's. Calvin's been a member for 5 months. I don't know if you know that. You've ever heard about someone being a member for 5 months?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Calvin's awesome.
Thank you, Calvin. I appreciate it. Yeah, I like those long term members over here. You know, over here, Roz, we
Whoever.
we only charge 99 cents over
99
here.
cents. That's
Yeah,
right.
and Auntie M just gifted 10 just to hit membership.
Wow. Thank you, Auntie M.
Oh. If you get one of those gifted memberships, thank you, Auntie M. She works hard for money. And also remember, just J-Hip's a clown and a loser. And sometimes I have my other loser star on. But today I have winner ROSALYN Duke on, which is
Winning.
far.
Hey, can you hear the yard people? Do I need to mute myself while you read?
What?
Can you hear the yard people with their gas-powered leaf blower like a bunch of assholes?
No, I can't hear anything on myself.
Well, then never mind.
Let me take things up a little bit.
Can you hear it?
No, I don't hear anything.
It's horrible. Anyway, continue.
If I'm too loud, I can turn my volume down too. I don't know if
You're not too loud.
Okay.
You're not too loud. I just want to make sure everybody's not going, what the hell is that noise?
No yard workers. Okay, so we're going to go with I was diagnosed with autism. Now, this is a sad situation, Star. I'm so used to it, Ross. This is a sad situation. She was diagnosed with autism, and it does explain everything. Are you aware of that? That it explains everything?
Well, I mean, maybe it would, but I've never heard of adult onset autism.
It happens. I've heard of it. Happens about 10 times a year to about 10 different people.
Can you zoom into that picture of her, please, before we get into it, please?
Let me close that.
Yeah, sweetheart. That doesn't look like you.
Yes.
You can close those ads, ding dong.
Yeah, I just did.
Okay. I mean, we've seen what she looks like before 7 a.m.
She's kind of skinny. She should probably eat some stuff.
I
thought she ate Domino's.
Like a corn dog. I think she should have a corn dog.
Thank you once again, Auntie M. We really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, because I thought she ate Domino's for a year. She said that to David Dingus, right?
Mm-hmm. And she has a burrito every day.
Yeah, and a burrito every day. So she has a burrito every day. And then also on top of that, she has Domino's every single day. And she told David Dingus, she said, hey, David, did you see my post where I said I had Domino's every single day? And he's like, nah, I didn't see that. She's like, well, I definitely did. And he was like, all right, well, you should eat more food.
Yeah, eat more.
But yeah, she was just diagnosed with autism, and it does explain everything. Now, this is just a 15-minute read, so that's pretty good. And this was done, well, it's not one day ago. But can you read
This was in September of 2024.
Can you read that there?
Yeah.
I was going to let you read for a sec, if you could, because I was going to be right back after run to the door real fast.
Okay. Growing up, I was the shy one in a family of big personalities. Both of my parents were talk show hosts, able to command every room they walked into. And my sister, we'll just call her Sarah, was the life of every party, always surrounded by people who adored her. Yeah, you know Sarah, Laura. You know Sarah. Sarah's quite successful in her own right. She's very popular. She's the pretty one. Yeah, I think she had a big job in New York City. Yeah, you know Sarah. And me, I stayed on the sidelines, painfully shy, terrified to speak up, not because I didn't want to, but because I didn't know how. Yeah, we've heard your screeching. You know how? You know how. I wanted so badly to feel comfortable in my own skin. Well, I'm glad she didn't want to feel comfortable in somebody else's skin, at least not yet. To move through life with the ease and confidence they seem to have. I tried. God, did I try? Oh my God. I devoured every self-help book I could find, convinced that if I worked hard enough, I could fix the part of me that couldn't come out of my shell. Oh, brother. I mean, come on. Who's she kidding?
Okay. Sorry, I can read this next paragraph if we want to take turns.
Okay.
Okay. It says, I wanted so badly to be different. This is where we're at, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I spent my entire life trying to change. I forced myself into uncomfortable situations, hoping to become the person everyone expected me to be. I read every self-help book I could find. I went to daily workout classes, started a podcast, even gave a TEDx talk, thinking that maybe, just maybe, I could mold myself into someone confident, someone outgoing, someone who felt at home in her own skin. But no matter how hard I tried, I always felt like I was missing the rule book. Oh, sorry. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, sorry. I was being Tammy J for a sec. Sorry. I was pretending I was illiterate. Missing the rule book to life that everyone else had been given. And also, let's not forget that Kelvin said, hey, dummy, Rugu Mama just sent you an award. She did?
Congratulations, Jay.
I didn't know I got an award from Rugu Mama. But thank you, Kelvin. I appreciate it.
I wonder if it's a trashy. Did she give you a trashy?
I hope so. She gave me I'll have to check that out for hey, I didn't mention this. Do you know what Saturday is?
It's the one of the days of the week that has the most letters. No, that's Wednesday.
No, Saturday is the beginning of
the 1st of November.
Well, yes, but it's also the beginning of season 6 of the Anti-Health Ecosystem TV show that they got going on there. We're finishing up season 5. Season 6 starts on Saturday, of which I'll be emailing Bubbles to let him know to send all of his correspondence to me rather than to Shizzy. And also, I'm going to be asking Bubbles if he's going to be introducing any new characters for the upcoming season.
Oh, that'd be good to know. Get a heads up.
Yeah. So I'm going to be emailing him on Saturday, and we'll see what type of response we get and see if there's going to be any new characters. So, no, season 6 starts on, every season lasts 4 months, Ross. I don't know if you know that, but that's the thing I started.
I didn't. They all kind of run together.
I separated them into seasons. Like we had the lip season, the downfall, and then
I see.
They tried to bring her back, didn't work out, and then we have a brand new season starting in November, on November 1st on Saturday, over here on the Just J Hip Show. But okay, back to the big dramatic reading. Thank you. I just wanted to mention that.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
The truth is, I missed out on so much because of it. Wait, I already forgot what we were talking about. Oh, yeah, not fitting in her skin. Got it.
Yeah.
I canceled dinners with friends because the thought of social interaction, even though I desperately wanted to see them, drained me before I even left the house. That's called being an introvert, ding dong. It doesn't mean you're autistic. Or maybe you just don't really like people. Maybe it's because you can't wear a filter out in public. I don't know. Maybe it's that. Did you ever think about that? Friends saw me as unreliable. Wonder why. And relationships ended.
What?
Wonder why. I even missed my sister's bachelorette party. Did she invite you, Laura? Did she? Despite being her maid of honor, because the idea of being on for an entire weekend, even though I would have been surrounded by people I loved, left me exhausted before it even started. Well, maybe you should have had a corn dog.
Being on, is that like she shows up and she's like, we're having this bachelorette party outside of business hours? This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Now, it wasn't just shyness or introversion. Oh, see?
Well.
Yeah, see, it wasn't introversion. Certain sounds overwhelmed me.
Like the word no?
Yeah, basically. You know what? They should have given her a bachelorette contract.
There you go.
Even if they weren't loud, they could even make me feel physically ill. Sudden changes threw me into panic. The smallest shift in routine could derail me, leaving me unable to function for hours, sometimes days. I thrived on a routine and could eat the same meals for weeks or even months at a time. For instance, possibly Domino's.
Or a burrito every day for lunch.
Thank you, Rogue Mama. It's not for you. It's Hello's competition award. Oh, sorry, Rogue. Sorry, I thought I was getting an award. Thank you. Thank you for the two. I thought I was getting an award. Thank you, Rogue.
Over the years, I was diagnosed with depression, anxiety, ADHD, and PTSD. Notice she doesn't mention epilepsy or CRPS or fake pregnancies. I mean, strange HCG levels for no apparent reason. She doesn't mention any of that. Did you notice that? Or, possibly schizophrenia or, I don't know, some sort of weird, stalking disorder.
That seems weird. Venom says, though, I'd have to be careful because Felicia may, if I go to the dark side, Felicia may think I'm a snack and or an appetizer and anything.
Just saying.
That's fine.
Each one explained a piece of the puzzle, but never the whole picture. Then, after my life fell apart in ways I could never have imagined, I found out the truth. You mean after you were grasping for straws? Then? Okay.
Well, the thing is, though, she has high-functioning autism. All right. This is proven. This is proven in the court of records, her court of records. Now, autism wasn't something I ever thought could describe me. I always assumed it meant struggling with emotions or missing social cues, things I never had trouble with.
Excuse me? Like sounds and being in rooms? I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. Whatever, lady.
I understand humor. I connect deeply with people. I've always felt everything. I've always felt everything?
You feel with your hands, not with your mouth, Laura.
Shouldn't you feel everything?
Good grief.
But what I didn't realize was how much I was working behind the scenes just to keep up. Autism for me wasn't about being disconnected. It was about how hard I was pushing myself to handle things others seemed to manage easily.
Okay.
Oh, look, here's the picture. And it says, I wish I could tell the little girl on the left that her shyness and fear of change won't go away, but one day she will learn why. Getting diagnosed with autism will give her something more important than answers. It'll give her a reason to be kind to herself. Now,
hey, little girl, just wait. We'll give you autism in no time.
Now, bear in mind, she put this out in public and said, look at me. Look at me. I have an excuse for my horrible behavior. Look
at least me. I think I found one.
Bruce says, I don't let her feel anything unless she buys me dinner first.
Bruce. You slut.
Hey, your turn.
Then my life completely fell apart.
What?
Okay. After a year of celibacy, I found myself staring at a positive pregnancy test. It was a miracle. Jay, it was a miracle. It was 11 days after I hooked up with my then realtor, Clayton Eckert, which is funny. There's something about 11 days. 11 days is how long it took her to get a positive pregnancy test after she hooked up with Greg. Did you know that?
Oh, same.
Exactly 11 days.
Yeah, that's
Playbook.
Like that makes sense.
Playbook. Clayton Eckert, former star of The Bachelor. Suddenly, the structure and predictability that had kept me grounded disappeared. What? I was consumed by uncertainty and fear, and I froze. Because obviously, the fourth time you fake a pregnancy or the fifth time really puts you into, a spin out.
Well, that's when she froze. I mean, that's for sure. I mean, she was like frozen. She was like, I don't know the name of that lady, but yeah, she froze, Ursula or something. I don't know. But she went to the urgent care to get the pregnancy confirmed and informed Clayton about the positive test results. I even provided him access to my patient portal so he could verify it himself.
Wait. She said she went to urgent care to get the pregnancy confirmed and informed Clayton about the positive test results. She didn't say she received positive test results. I thinking she went through one of those little biohazard containers they have at the doctor's office, and she found one.
She was on Kensington.
She was on Kensington.
And she found a positive pregnancy test over on Kensington. Happens all the time. Seen it a million times on this show. It's pretty standard. But, she did provide him access to the patient portal. Now, in response, he texted me a list of options like it was a business transaction. I would like for you to get an abortion. If you do not, that's your choice, of course, because it's her choice.
Mm-hmm.
Either you take 100% custody of the child or it will be put up for adoption, he said. Then later, one of us will have 100% custody. There will be no joint custody. He ended the conversation by saying he would talk to me when the time came to take prenatal paternity tests would come weeks later. Oh, boy, this is good.
She seems to leave out the hundreds of emails from various email addresses, because he would block one and she'd pop up with another one, and the text messages from all the phone numbers. She leaves that out for some reason. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds.
Now does Chase A. Jones come into this, or Chase Jones, or I think there was another dude, right, who came into this that said that Clayton was a ist.
Oh yeah, but I don't think that's part of this.
Oh, okay. So
this is all about Laura. Come on, let's face it.
It's about Laura.
A couple of weeks later, he texted me to invite me to his apartment to talk, saying, "I feel God is telling me we should meet up." I thought we might finally be able to make a decision together about the pregnancy, something we could navigate as adults. I hoped that maybe the pressure wouldn't be solely on me anymore, that together we could do what was best for all involved. Notice she doesn't say for the baby.
No, there's no talk of a baby ever.
That's
just
weird.
Want to do what's best for all that's involved. Every time that a woman's come to me with a pregnancy stick, it wasn't someone I even slept with. So I haven't been in this situation. So there's that.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot going on here. I mean, as someone who has been pregnant, I can tell you in that first trimester, you're not feeling great. See, I think there would be some information about the morning sickness and that sort of thing, but never comes up. It's weird.
I was going to ask you though, ROSALYN, when you got pregnant in the first trimester, how much Domino's did you eat?
Not much. I could barely keep anything down.
Oh. That's probably your problem. You should have ate more Domino's.
Probably. I craved Coke in a can specifically. It was the only thing that I really wanted. Oh, and McDonald's French fries.
Wait, hang on. What's the first thing you craved? What?
Like Coke in a can, like, like not out of a bottle.
Oh, Coke in a can. I thought you said
Yeah.
coconut cans. And I was like, coconut cans? What the living hell is that?
It was weird because it tastes different in the can. I mean, you know what do you recognize the difference when you taste it?
No, because I don't like Coke products.
Oh,
in general.
I don't normally either. I was a Dr. Pepper girl, but when I was pregnant, it was Coke.
Actually, I don't drink regular soda. I would only drink a diet soda in my life ever. I don't like the taste of regular soda. It's syrupy, and I don't like the taste. So
diet soda tastes like cancer to me.
See, I see. That's my thing. When I was like a child, if I was offered a Pepsi, I would turn it down for a diet Pepsi just because I didn't like the taste.
Volstorm, settle down.
Hey, Volstorm, how are you? Volstorm probably be on Friday Night Live with the expert where Just Your Hip is never welcome. So I have to stream over him because, well, that's what you get, expert. You know, don't invite me on. I stream over you. There you go, expert. How's that work for you? I'm just kidding. Love you.
All right, back to it. But when I arrived, instead of a conversation, he handed me a pregnancy test he had bought and asked me to take it in front of him. I did, and it came back positive. Dun, dun, dun. In his deposition, Clayton admitted to buying the test, but later tried to dismiss the results by saying, let's call it an HCG test because we know she was never pregnant. Well, he's no lie detected.
Yeah.
When asked directly if the box indicated it was a pregnancy test, he replied, sure, I guess that's what they market it as for people who are actually truthful and take these tests and don't lie. Boom.
Boom.
Nice, Clayton. Burn. He even doubled down in a recent interview with Reality Steve, saying it's known as a pregnancy test for most people, but not her.
And Steve called me a dumbass.
Steven called me a dumbass. I don't think my soundboard is working.
That's okay. I can handle this myself. Steven called me a dumbass.
Steven called me a dumbass.
He won't even stop. He said not even for $10,000, he would stop it. Yeah.
It was horrible.
The day after seeing the test results with his own eyes, Clayton finally seemed to accept reality. He texted me, I wanted you to come over to confirm what I was doubting so I don't see you as a liar anymore. For a brief moment, I thought we were finally on the same page. Maybe there was a way forward. He even said, I'm going to try and give us a chance this week. I'm keeping an open mind. And maybe this weekend we can meet back up and see if it's a possibility to be intimate. I'm really trying to have you feel seen and heard. Wait, I'm really trying to have you feel seen and heard. So I want to give it a chance your way. At least at the end of it, I'll know I tried everything I could. For the first time, I felt like I might be getting the clarity I so desperately needed.
Oh, dun, dun, dun.
Well,
but within hours, everything changed again.
Oh, yeah.
He told me he had prayed about it and received an answer that we were not meant to be together in any capacity. Then he added, God has spoken to me that it is your body and your choice. Therefore, I am not going to ask for you to get an abortion. However, that is my preference personally.
Now, given his sudden change of heart, I thought maybe he was overwhelmed, uncertain, or just needed time to process the fraud of everything. In my mind, if he had been open to getting to know each other once, if he was willing to see if we could figure out how to be parents together.
Oh my God.
Or at least co-parent peacefully to the children that never existed. There was a chance he might reconsider. So over the next few months, I tried to reopen the conversation, hoping we could find common ground. Okay.
Again, we're like a third of the way through this article, and not once has she mentioned like what she was going through with the pregnancy. She's never once referred to anything as a baby or babies. I just find this very peculiar.
And bear in mind, we're talking about 2 babies, not 1.
Yeah.
We're talking about 2. We got twins. Very serious situation here. We got 2 children who may be without a father if Clayton doesn't come around.
Wink, wink.
Bruce says it best though. If ROSALYN and Stark can co-parent Jay, anyone can co-parent with Laura.
I don't think so.
I'm actually much easier to co-parent, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he's more predictable.
Yeah, I need my hand held across the street and stuff, but outside of that. All right, your turn.
Months later, Clayton leaked those private conversations to the public, and the newly formed Justice for Clayton group latched onto what they sensationalized as a dating contract. They distorted my genuine efforts to find a way forward, twisting it into a narrative that I was trying to extort him into a relationship. In reality, all I wanted was to explore every option, from trying to parent together to finding a way to co-parent respectfully, before we were left with only the hardest choices. Yeah, well,
what are the hardest choices?
To pretend to abort or to not pretend to abort.
Oh yeah, we have to pretend to abort. Yeah, I forgot about that.
It's a difficult play,
Now the trial's in January, as of right now, and you said it's supposed to go on for how many days?
We were told 15 days.
See, and I'm conflicted because I have my time set up to go for at least the first 7, but that's only because I don't want to miss out on them closing early. Like if I go for the back half, I might be too late. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, because they might.
Yeah, I think, you never know what's going to happen with court, as we saw. But we will know more in December. So, pencil it in, put in for the time off. And if you don't need to take it, you don't need to take it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I would say, people are going to be there. I'm thinking I'll probably go for the last week if I go.
Yeah, I'm going to put in for, I already put in for the start of the trial. However, if I have to, I will change for the following week, just based on what I see happens in December, just because it's like, I really don't know where this is going to go. So
yeah, we don't. We have no clue.
Anything could happen, but it's one of those things where it's like, I don't want to show up on day 8 and find out things ended on day 7. So that's what I'm kind of worried about.
Yeah.
Is that it ends super early because there's no cross. And that's my main concern is there's not going to be a cross in this of a lot of these witnesses, because I don't know what the cross would be like. I don't know.
Well,
hey, by the way,
I would think there would be some sort of cross, because she is talking about, she is looking at prison time.
Oh, she's going. This woman's going to prison. I'll tell you that right now. In my opinion, this woman is going to prison because they are not going to offer her a deal. She's been too defiant all along the way for them to bother their time to offer her a deal. They want to go to trial with her because they have too much on her, and there's no deal. There's nothing. I mean, if there's a deal, it'll shock me. because she'll never admit to anything. We know that much. And she's completely willing to go to prison as a martyr. And quite frankly, it stuns me that she would not be falling at the knees and begging for a deal. But nope, she won't. That's how hard-headed she is. And I think she actually thinks in her head that she's too privileged to ever go to prison.
Well, I think she actually believes she was pregnant.
It could be. And you know what? I think David Dingus might be responsible for her believing she was pregnant, to be honest with you.
I mean, I know she did a lot of things, like, you can't just be pregnant and also go buy a baby bump. You can't believe that you're pregnant and also order HCG in. I understand that, but I think there's like a disconnect from what she does in reality to what she convinces herself of.
Well, not only that, but for someone to so adamantly follow Dr. Medchill, who gave birth to, keep in mind, Maria, Virgin Maria, who gave, oh God, of all things, for him to give birth to a virgin named Maria, of all things.
Exactly.
Seriously? ROSALYN, it was the funniest thing. Now, out of this entire trial, that was the funniest thing I ever came across outside the Fiverr was Medchill saying in a filing, I assisted in giving birth to a pregnant virgin named Maria. And I'm like, Maria, Mary? The kid's name was, I guess, Jesus. Come on.
Jesus. Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
It was amazing, really.
Now it says, though, in an effort to get Clayton involved in the decision-making process, I invited him and his family to 5 different OBGYN appointments. I hoped hearing directly from a doctor might make the situation more real for him, might push him to finally engage with the pregnancy. Maybe, just maybe, he'd step up. But each time they showed no interest. I couldn't bring myself to face it alone. I canceled all appointments.
Well, the appointments. So she herself didn't bother to go to those appointments either. How strange.
They didn't come, so she wasn't going to come. Well, phrasing. She didn't want to show up because they didn't show up. So she canceled the appointments.
Suffocated.
Thoughts of sitting there by myself, overwhelmed by the uncertainty and pressure. Maybe part of me wasn't ready to face it either.
Mm-hmm. Still no mention of, the twins.
Yeah, the twins. What were their names going to be, do you think?
Probably, who knows? Maybe Greg and Mike.
The boy's name was going to be Dave, probably.
Dave Neal, for sure.
Yep. Dave Neal.
And Lauren, because she loves Lauren Knighty.
Yeah, Lauren Knighty, Eckert, and Dave Neal Eckert were going to be the names from what I know. Speculation, I'm just saying. Boy, I should put up a disclaimer before this show, but...
Oops. Well, not if you want to get that cease and desist, Jay. You gotta
sorry.
Lay it on thick.
I want my cease and desist. Thank you, Laura. Here we go, but you can do this one.
Okay. Sorry if my volume keeps adjusting, people.
No, you're fine. I can hear you.
When it became clear that trying to work things out directly with Clayton wasn't going anywhere, I decided to take a more structured approach. Like the structure of a moon bump under a sweater. I paid a lawyer $5,000 to step in as a middleman, hoping that with professional guidance, we could come up with a clear parenting plan. Something that would provide structure and remove the constant uncertainty. Well, but even with legal help, we made no progress. The retainer ran out in a week, and I was right back where I started again. Wait a minute. Right back where I was started again. So, Okay, never mind. I'm not going to overanalyze that.
Now, I wanted to ask you this, though, Ross, as someone who has been pregnant before in your lifetime,
Mm-hmm.
have you ever worn a baby bump?
No.
Oh.
I get hot really easily, so I don't like to add on latex if I don't have to.
That makes sense, because I, as well, have never worn a baby bump. I wanted to make that very clear today while we do this stream. Now, it says, I decided that the next logical step was to file a petition.
Of course.
Of course, it would force him to come up with his idea of a schedule.
Yeah.
The court encouraged joint custody so kids can have both parents in their lives, even if the relationship between the parents didn't work out, and compel him to take a prenatal paternity test. Arizona allows you to file while pregnant, and you don't even need proof. But I had it. It seemed like a no-brainer to file. Yeah.
No. Yeah.
No-brainer.
Well, okay. Let's just kind of go back over that a little bit. This is the first time in this article that she talks about a child or kids.
Yeah. Well, want to make sure that Clayton's technically really involved in these children to never be lives.
And then she admits that in Arizona you can file a paternity suit without any proof.
Yeah,
I mean, tell me that doesn't need to change.
Yeah, that definitely needs to change. But now I can only imagine Clayton playing football right now with these twins, in the backyard, they're throwing the football around, and she would probably need to get pregnant first, is my understanding. But
usually that is a prerequisite.
My favorite joke of all time was always never mind, I'm not going to say it. It was two of Clayton's thingies entered Laura's mouth, and they both said, I'll race you to the egg. And the other one said, pace yourself. We haven't even passed the throat.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Oh, it's so funny. But after filing, I paid $725 for a paternity test at the lab Clayton had chosen, fully expecting him to schedule his portion. But he didn't. He ignored calls and emails from the lab to pick a date, and I was forced to get a refund. Another attempt at getting answers met with silence.
So she didn't bother to take the test either.
Well, no, that got lost in the mail.
That's right. It was lost. It's on the world tour. Still hasn't been found, by the way.
Yeah. Lost in the mail. And it says, I didn't want to go to the media to pressure Clayton to take accountability, but I felt it was my only option at that point. I wasn't seeking attention or fame. Far from it. I even asked to remain anonymous while filing a public case. And I wasn't after Clayton's money. He was my realtor, and if he had followed through with submitting the two offers he claimed to have made on my behalf, he would have earned his commission. But that's another story.
Yeah, because realtors love going ahead and making offers on property from people that they think are complete lunatics.
Yeah. Well, did she buy those properties? Because she said she did.
She ended up buying a property. And here we are. That one's going bankrupt.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But she said, I thought public pressure would compel him to take a DNA test and finally engage in a conversation about custody plan. The situation was spiraling out of control, and I needed answers from him. By the way, I do have to say this. Please hit the like, hit the subscribe if you would. I'm going to be covering some Laura Owens on a weekly basis up until the trial. Hopefully on Thursdays or Fridays, maybe with or without ROSALYN Duke. maybe with ketchup and other people, but I will be covering this on a weekly basis, going through the past to the future. And that's, well, I can't go to the future. From the past to the current is where we'll be going. So please hit the like, hit the subscribe, because I do cover other things. That's not Jeremy Hale's People Watch or a million other things I cover on this show. Because quite frankly, I could just have a Hate Jeremy Hale stream. But no, I do other stuff. As does ROSALYN do. We don't just cover Jeremy Hale's.
What? I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
No, I was just talking about how the flea bags were saying everyone
okay.
focuses just covering the flea bags. And I'm like, no, I cover them actually very little, to be honest with you. I do a lot of other stuff over here, as do you.
It's really weird. You just bring them up, and I'm starting to feel very sleepy.
I'm sorry. Your turn.
When the news hit the press, Clayton denied that our one-night stand resulted in a pregnancy, and millions believed him. Why wouldn't they? He was the fucking bachelor. The charming man who handed out roses on TV. By the way, not a very popular bachelor from what I've heard. I've never watched the show, but I heard he wasn't so popular.
You know what I heard? I heard he wasn't popular because he was too honest. He told all the other contestants that he slept with the other contestants. So he wasn't popular because of his honesty, is my understanding. Now, I've never seen an episode of The Bachelor. I've never seen an episode of Clayton Echard. All right. So therefore, I don't hold some sort of, bachelor bias. All right. What I saw was someone who was lying and someone who wasn't. I looked at the facts and the evidence, and then I said, well, here's a liar and here's someone telling the truth. That's what I gathered. But I've never, to this day, even after all of this stuff with Clayton Echard, Roz, I've still never gone back and watched an episode of The Bachelor. But I'll still stand behind and raise money for people like Mike Maricini.
Yeah.
And Clayton Echard and Greg Gillespie. I will stand by that, and I will sacrifice my own financial gains from super chats or things like that for them to raise money for their own legal fees, because quite frankly, I understand the case. I followed the case. I've never followed The Bachelor. That's never been my deal.
Venom, we're actually thinking that Mike is number 3. Greg would be number 4, and Clayton would be number 5. It's just the other two haven't come forward. There may be more.
Well, one did somewhat come forward. I think it was, I'm just going to say his name, Matt. I think there was a Matt that came forward. I don't know for sure.
Leave it at that. Don't.
No, I don't know anything else. That's all I know. I
you don't want to get a cease and desist from the wrong person.
No. That's all I heard. It was out there on another stream. I've heard it. That I'm not breaking news over here. All right. Yeah. I just heard there was a but I don't know about anyone else. I just know that there might have been someone else, because the name actually came up on another stream. Might have been Dave Niels. I don't know.
Yeah. The charming man who handed out roses on TV, someone they thought they knew and could trust. Meanwhile, I was painted as the manipulative, attention-seeking liar. They didn't know me.
The irony. The Daily Beast once called Clayton the biggest F-boy in Bachelor history, yet no one seemed to question his version of events. This was the same man on the files admitted that when I came over that night, we took our clothes off almost immediately and didn't put them back on till the next morning. He even talked openly about finishing twice that night. He never denied that we hooked up or that I came over to take a pregnancy test in front of him. He confirmed all that. Oh boy, Roz, you've led me down a rabbit hole here on this one, but I'll let you continue.
Yeah. After I miscarried. Say what now? When was this? Was this the time that you think you miscarried in July? The time you think you miscarried in November? Or the time you think you miscarried in September? Or was it October? Oh, so hard to keep up with this one. After I miscarried, I tried to drop the case. There was no reason to continue it. Clayton had no legal fees. Excuse me? But Clayton hired an attorney, Greg Woodnick. Zaddy Woodnick, who allegedly took on the case pro bono as part of a personal vendetta against me. Yeah, because lawyers often do that. He had represented an ex in a civil case I filed 2 years ago, which was oddly similar to this one, and objected to the case being dismissed. Judge Julie Ann Mata of the Maricopa County Superior Court agreed, and the case dragged on for 8 horrendous months.
That's a long time.
Well, it's not 100% how I would describe it, but I digress.
But you know Julie Ann Mata, man, she's a terrible, terrible judge.
Oh, yeah.
That's just very, very terrible. Very terrible. Now,
apparently she was a big fan. Apparently she was a fan.
Now, in the courtroom, Judge Julie Ann Mata sat there seemingly enchanted by Clayton's fame. It was like she couldn't see past the glitter of his role as the bachelor. Her father sat in the overflow room with the Justice for Clayton supporters. He allegedly called the case a circus and a shit show. While they laughed and fed off the spectacle, it was like being on trial for something I couldn't even define being myself. Her sister followed Clayton on Instagram. How could I stand a chance when her sister is following Clayton on Instagram and her father said it was a shit show and a circus? Clearly, I wasn't given a good, solid chance, and this was terrible for me.
Terrible. Horrible.
It was horrible. And I didn't get a fair shake.
I mean, how would she know? How would she know that Judge Mata's sister was following Clayton on Instagram if she wasn't stalking her too?
And they didn't even come between business hours of 8 and 5. They came prior to business hours. It was horrible. It was horrible what happened to me.
In her ruling, Judge Mata wrote that no reasonable person would cancel appointments during a high-risk pregnancy. No lie detected. But what's reasonable when you're autistic?
Stop it. Stop it. I can't. What's
Laura. When you're too afraid to face the situation on your own that you can't even walk into a doctor's office? Yeah, I don't think. Okay. She didn't see me struggling to survive. Oh my God. She saw someone who didn't fit the narrow mold of what a reasonable woman should look like. Well, women have a tendency to be able to see crazy. We see it pretty easily. And that was enough for her to say I wasn't credible. No, might have been your arts and crafts, Laura. Might have been.
My thought process was maybe when she was lying on the stand, that could have been a problem. But apparently, no, that was not the problem. The lying on the stand wasn't the problem. It was Judge Mata was biased.
Yes, that was the problem.
Now, she claimed that the petition was not filed in good faith. The petition was not grounded in fact or based on law. The petition was filed for an improper purpose, such as to harass the other party, to cause an unnecessary delay, or to increase the cost of litigation to the other party. To increase the cost of litigation? Really? I tried to drop the case after I miscarried, allegedly, when Clayton had no legal fees, and she refused to let me. She even went so far as to state I knowingly presented a false claim, despite having not only the positive HCG test, but also the opinion of an OBGYN expert witness who testified with 99.9% certainty that I was pregnant. Of course, it was Dr. Mitchell who gave birth to, baby Jesus from the mother.
It was a miracle. It was a miracle. Absolutely a miracle. As if that wasn't enough, she wrote that there was what appears to be a case of serial fabrications here and elsewhere by petitioner. What serial fabrications? The case against Eckert was the only paternity case I've ever filed in my life. Yeah, well, doesn't mean you didn't also use fake pregnancies before. There was no pattern of similar, if not identical, behavior. How could she claim I had a history of this when there was absolutely no basis for it? Judge Mata ignored the science, ignored the medical records, ignored the HCG positive blood and urine tests, all proving I was pregnant. She didn't care about the facts. What she cared about was how I acted, how I fidgeted, how my voice trembled, how I fell apart under the weight of it all.
It's horrible. It's
Scarlet.
horrible. This is terrible. What Judge Mata done for that? She referred me to the county attorney and awarded $149,000 judgment to Clayton for his legal fees, which had allegedly accrued over the 8 months after I tried to dismiss the case because of my fraud and lies. But my attorney, David Dingus, and I are appealing this ruling. But if it isn't overturned, have I unknowingly opened the door to something far more dangerous, where a woman's rights to file a paternity case can be used against her? 30% of women who file these cases are wrong about who their father is, and many miscarry. In my case, if my case stands, it means that any woman, even with proof, could face financial devastation just for filing. It means a man could ruin her, both financially and legally. It means a simple act of seeking the truth could become dangerous to risk, or become too dangerous to risk. That's true. That's true. That now
I hope it does. I hope it does make it feel too dangerous to risk frauding the court. I do. I hope so.
Yeah, very, very dangerous. Very dangerous. Now I'll let you finish this up here. I hope this is the finishing part. No.
It looks like we're only 50% through.
Oh God.
Well, because you know how wordy autistic people. Like, I think it's just with the late onset autism that you get really wordy.
She's pretty wordy, and also do remember, if you want to, please hit the like, do hit the subscribe, and also if you feel the need to also help Just Jay Hip and give him a little super chat. I appreciate it. I am doing my job here, covering this case the best I can, and I will be there in January. So if you have any interest in helping Just Jay Hip to pay his way to go over to Arizona, we're going to Arizona, right?
Mm-hmm.
Arizona then please feel free to donate to Just Hip to help them get to Arizona to cover this court case with ROSALYN Duke, where, of course, every single night I would be laying down on her left shoulder.
No, Jay, cut it
Oh,
out.
wait. No, that's not
That's
going
not
to happen.
going to happen.
No, Miyagi's left shoulder. Sorry.
There you go.
Miyagi's left shoulder. And I'll be falling asleep nightly on the left shoulder of Miyagi, so there you go. Okay, Go ahead.
And all of this because a judge, dazzled by Clayton's fame, couldn't understand my autism. She couldn't see that my actions, shaped by a developmental disorder, weren't about deception. They were about fear, about navigating uncertainty the only way I knew how, by withdrawing, by not going to appointments, by being mentally paralyzed. Oh, dear. But the science that proved I was pregnant didn't matter. The only thing that did was how I behaved. Warning, do not come in contact with Laura Owens. Faked multiple pregnancies in order to trap men into dating her. Falsely accused men of rape, assault, abuse, coercion, and multiple lawsuits trying to scam men out of millions of dollars. Filed multiple false police reports and claimed in order to win legal cases. Maybe wearing a fake pregnancy bump in public. Laura is a resident of Scottsdale, Arizona. She is currently 33 to 34 years old and has been recently seen on dating apps, Bumble. Brown hair, brown eyes, under 5'5", small build unless wearing a fake pregnancy bump. Edits photos and will catfish, may be going by the name Emily Wilson. Warn friends and family, do not engage. rjusticeforclayton.com.
That's kind of funny because you do have to remember she did try and change her name to Emily Wilson, and then she got upset when it was published because, well, that's what happens if you change your name. It gets posted in the paper.
Yeah,
that's standard deal, but. Dummy didn't know that, so she paid to change her name and then tried to get her money back.
Unbelievable. Yeah. So she says in this article dated September 2024, last month, the Justice for Clayton group sent this flyer to my gym, Barry's Boot Camp, the one place where I'd spent years and over 1,550 classes just trying to feel normal, because autistic people really love to go work out in boot camp environment day in and day out for hundreds of dollars a month. After skipping several days, terrified of walking back in, I finally found the courage to return. Just stepping through those doors again was the bravest thing I've done all year.
Oh, wow. That's pretty brave.
Is it?
Wow. Yeah.
I think she made it and sent it to him.
I'm trying to give credit where credit's not due, I guess, at this point. But it says, so Justice for Clayton cult members and the grifty content creators who have created thousands of hours of content. Oh, that'd be me right now. About my life, who turned a simple paternity case into a cruel, merciless witch hunt for the last year. I leave you with this, finally.
Is it? Because we're still not at the bottom.
She's leaving us with this.
Mm-hmm.
You've given the 3 men I have active restraining orders against
Fraudulently, yes.
3 judges in 2 states a platform to rewrite history. Thanks to you and Judge Mata, they've gone from abusers to victims in your eyes. Even though the court hasn't modified a single one of their orders, you even cheered as Maricini gave a 2.5-hour interview to one of the Justice for Clayton content creators, claiming it was his first time telling his story. First time? He told it to a judge twice and the case file is over 200 pages long.
Do you feel dirty when people call you a content creator? It makes me feel dirty. It's weird.
Well, it depends on the content you create. I mean, if you look at my stuff, I'm not just talking about my YouTube stuff. You look at the OnlyFans stuff. This a little different story. The stuff I did with lips and things like that. Let's just move on with the reading here, Ross.
Okay. You turned my suffering into your entertainment. You made a spectacle of my suffering. Oh, the humanity of it. Turned it into memes, not the memes, Jay. Followed my every move like I was something to be hunted. You didn't just stop at me. You dragged my family into it. No, I think you did. Even contacting my sister's workplace multiple times to tell them about justice for Clayton. I hope nobody did that. You followed my 78-year-old father's ex-girlfriend on social media. You made death threats against my mother. Writing on Facebook, everyone shoot that C word, and posted, I'm pretty sure you wrote that, Laura, and posted what you believe to be her home address. You even called Adult Protective Services, falsely accusing me of abusing my own father.
Oh, no.
Miss the black chair. You're torturing him with the black chair.
You gotta get the black. It's the black chair, and you got
black chair. The black chair.
Right here. The black chair goes right here.
You sent prank welfare checks. Wait, welfare checks? Like they sent you money? Oh, not out of concern, but just so you could later obtain the body cam footage and harass me with it on Reddit and YouTube so content creators could make videos and profit off my misery. You paid to manipulate search results. We did what now? You paid to manipulate search results so that when people look up my name, they'd be sent to Justice for Clayton. I don't think that happened, ma'am. Yeah. You stalked my clients. Clients?
Her clients? We stalked her clients?
Clients?
What?
Warned my gem about me? My competitors? Okay. People who had nothing to do with any of this. You have called me a waste of skin and bones. I'm not sure anybody said that. You didn't stop to think about the human cost of what you were doing. You understood that if a lie is repeated enough times, it starts to sound like the truth. Well, that's your playbook, Laura. That's how you buried the facts, by constantly pushing the same false narrative until people believed it.
Well, then Eckert has encouraged you to, ignoring the protection order I had against him, which clearly stated to finish or not communicate or post untrue or harassing comments regarding plaintiff online and shall not cause others to communicate or post untrue or harassing comments.
This sounds oddly familiar.
Yeah, he had cheered as he appeared on the Charlie Kirk show, rest in peace, where both he and Kirk stated that I needed to be prosecuted. Well, you know what?
Well,
I'll be honest with you. If Charlie Kirk did something good in his life, many good things, I'll be honest with you, I'm a fan of Charlie Kirk. And quite frankly, if Charlie Kirk was on Clayton's side, I've also been on Clayton's side from the beginning. So, I don't know. You can have all the views you want. All I know is nobody deserves to have that happen to them. And quite frankly, he did do an interview with Clayton Eckert, and I appreciate that. I appreciate the platform that he gave to Clayton Eckert during this time. But it says on a different show, he openly admitted the community of people that keeps uncovering and supporting me is tracking her every movement, giving you green lights to dig deeper, tear apart every piece of my life. In yet another interview, he brazenly said about the protection order that I have against him. I got to the point where I was like, you know what? I'm going to test this. I dare. If the police show up, I'm going to try and put me in handcuffs for her. This is going to be bigger than you realize. I'm going to fight this tooth and nail. and say this is based on lies. Then he added, so I kind of got to the point where I was like, no, wait, this is all based on lie. So this protective order to me doesn't even exist. So I don't really consider it valid whatsoever. Well, that's what he said. Yeah, this Clayton guy. Oh man.
Yeah, he sounds horrible.
We're getting to the end here. Here we go. Your turn.
I'm 5'5". Well, that's not true. She is, and weigh 85 pounds now. That's 48 pounds gone since I learned I miscarried last November. Oh, November. I barely recognize myself anymore. My skin is pale, my eyes are sunken, and I look like I've aged 2 decades in a single year. Something you've cruelly pointed out on social media. And as much as it hurts to admit it, you're right. I see it too. I see a woman whose body has been ravaged by relentless stress and fear, a woman stripped down to almost nothing. I see someone who has been pushed to her breaking point because of you, because of the parasocial obsession this case has fueled, because of the cult-like behavior that has surrounded it.
Yeah, big time cult behavior. But she says, I'm not here to ask for your approval and I don't need your sympathy. But if there was one thing I hope you take away from this, is that you never knew me. My reactions: freezing, withdrawing, hesitating. We had signs of deception or manipulation. They were shaped by developmental disorder I didn't even know I had. Oh, we're back to the autism finally.
Okay, finally.
I mean, we started out with the paragraph of autism, and now finally, 11 hours later, we're finally back to it. Okay. I was trying to get something in return for having an abortion. I wasn't even trying to extort anyone. All I wanted was clarity, a plan, some kind of path forward where everyone involved could feel at peace. But instead of trying to understand that, you judged me, tore apart my every move, and decided you had me all figured out. You saw hesitation and labeled it manipulation. You saw fear and called it dishonesty. But you never once considered that maybe I was just doing the best I could. In a mind that was overwhelmed by the weight of decisions that felt impossible. I wasn't playing games. I was surviving. I wasn't calculating. I was struggling. I'm coming to terms with what being on the spectrum means. It's scary for me, but I faced harder things before, like the
phrasing.
I got this. Yeah, I faced harder things before. Yep. So's Dick Lickman. Yeah, like last year. Them two should get together. I'll let you finish out these last 2 paragraphs here.
And here's the truth. Here's the truth. I'd rather be me. With all my struggles, my flaws, my autism, than be any one of you. I'd rather carry the weight of this diagnosis of being misunderstood than live with the kind of cruelty you've shown. So I leave you with this. I hope you find out why you took pleasure in tearing down a stranger. Likewise, Laura. I hope you figure out why you spent thousands of hours analyzing my behavior, making videos, and profiting off my pain. And I hope that when you meet someone who doesn't act the way you expect, you stop and ask yourself, maybe there's more going on here than I know. Because the next person might not survive what you put them through. I almost didn't.
Terrible.
Dear
Terrible.
God Almighty.
Terrible.
Dear God. Oh, go scroll down a little bit more. Written by Laura Owens.
Yeah.
Writing my way through a living hell. A smear campaign waged by strangers who want to break me. Spoiler alert, you won't. Oh, brother. What a weirdo.
Well, I'll tell you this much. I'm going to be doing a weekly or bi-weekly reading of Laura Owens' old messages. It's fun. And quite frankly, it'll lead us up to the big court case in January. So I might do this every Friday or I might do it every other Friday. But I think it's fun to go back and watch dummies stuff. And actually, thank you, Rosalind, for finding those. I had hunted around. Actually, I don't know how you found them. I was hunting around for those, but now that I have the link on the X page, X thing, it'll be easier to find. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Roz, for doing that and for being here.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
And also thank you for being my best friend, and also for me being your best friend. And don't let this, this Megan Fox, she's been spreading some lies and she's been taunting me. But for the record, let's just say right now, Rosalind Duke, who in fact is your best friend, lady.
What? I'm sorry. Sorry, I got distracted.
No, who in fact is your best friend?
That would be the Duke.
And next best friend?
And then? Well, of course, Jay. Of course, Jay. You're on the list.
I've been Rosalind's best friend. We met during this Laura Owens trial. That's how me and Rosalind came to know each other. She stalked me on X for a little bit. She's like, I need to be your friend. And I was like, okay. And then she's like, Jay, you should start a YouTube channel. You should be on my channel. I was like, okay.
So, guys, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, and got a bit of a cough, so I'm going to try to get in to see the doctor. I've got to go down to a river and film myself dancing in the river, and I've got to get ready for my show tonight. So, what do we always say, Jay?
Well, you heard it here first. Rosalind Duke says, just your hip is her best friend. And we always say, all the best.
All the best.
Bye, everybody.